Hello everybody, this is TheXseption and welcome to week 6 of the P4G. This week myself and the Tampa Bay Luxrays will be taking on Kyle A and the Miami Donphans. Alright, so as you can see, this is not the normal setup. Normally I do live commentary, and usually live commentary only. There's only been a few times where I've done post commentary, but the thing was, I didn't have a lot of time to team prep this week. I recorded live commentary, but I felt like my commentary wasn't very good because my prep wasn't so great. My assistant coach Versace actually built most of the team, so I didn't have a lot of time this week, and he kind of took initiative on it and put together a team for me. I had say in a few things, and we talked about the team before the battle, of course, and I knew going in, like, what outsped what O-code what 2-hit KO'd what, but since I didn't team build, I feel like that might have given me a disadvantage this week, unfortunately, and it was definitely a disadvantage when talking about what plays I was making and stuff. So I felt my commentary suffered from that. So hopefully during the post-com I can talk straight here and we'll figure it out. Now, you'll see his team. I predicted his team to be a little bit different. Instead of Mega Venusaur and Primeape, I predicted Politoed and Tornadus. Me and Versace, mostly Versace, planned a lot for Tornadus, so that was kind of a problem. I figured that if he did bring Politoed, he might not bring the Rain. Maybe he brings like Water Absorb. I think it gets Water Absorb. It gets something like that. But I thought he might not bring Drizzle just because I ran a Rain team last week, and I mean, why would he want to give me that kind of benefit, you know, where I thought I could use the Rain last week. It didn't work out for me, but you get what I'm saying, you know. I thought he might try to trip me up with something like that. So let's go ahead and hop into the battle here, and we'll see how we go. We'll do some play-by-play. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to try my best not to, but he starts out with Donphan. I'm going to go ahead and lead with Dragalge. So I was really hoping for the Heliolisk lead here because Dragalge was made to basically get a hit off and kill something. Now, there's only a few Pokemon on his team that really threaten me, and Donphan is one of them. So him leading with Donphan was really annoying. I switch into Skarmory thinking that he might go Earthquake. Although if he does go Rocks, at least Dragalge, is safe for now. I go for my own Rocks. He switches out Donphan because he can't hit me. I mean, I guess he could Stone Edge, but he might not have had it. Now I'm going to switch out, and I go into Sableye here, because I know that he's probably going to be going for that close combat. I predict he might go for a Thunder Punch or a close combat here, but I go into Sableye just for the, safeness here. Now, of course, when you're against a physical attacker, you're going to go for a Will-O-Wisp, right? So I predicted that, thinking that he would predict me to go for Will-O-Wisp, and I went for Trick. And I'm giving Victini a lagging tail here, so it will always move last in its speed tier. So go and watch the team builder. I explain all the things about the lagging tail in the team if you haven't watched it already. But anyways, after that, I go ahead and switch into Rotom because I figure I don't want to take a V-Create with Sableye here. It was a good move anyway because Sableye doesn't want to take a Dazzling Gleam, and I find out there that he's running a special Victini. He goes into this thing predicting the Hydro Pump. He was correct. I thought he might do this. I considered going for the Volt Switch, but then I was like, nah, because I would have been able to kill Victini if he had left it in. He did wait a little bit, so I think he was considering letting Victini go down, but then decided it was too important and went into Heliolisk anyway. Now, he goes for the straight-up Thunderbolt. I have nothing I can really switch into, so I just go into Sableye. I tried to go for the Will-O-Wisp to get some damage off. I knew the second hit was going to kill. I couldn't go for knockoff because I didn't want to knock off the lagging tail from Victini if he switched back in, and I couldn't go for a Trick in case he switched into Victini and I gave the Choice Scarf back. So I go into Celebi here because I figure he can't do much to it, and I think he might want to go into Weavile. And this is the perfect opportunity for me. So I set up Trick Room turn 1 because I know there's not much he can do to me. He's going to go ahead and and take an Energy Ball to the face now because we're faster. He goes for the knockoff, and he gets the crit. Now, the crit didn't matter. Celebi was actually built to go down in one hit from this thing. It was built to go down in one hit from a lot of things, actually. We didn't want it to live any hits because we wanted to bring Dragalge in with as many Trick Room turns as possible. Now, while we're in Trick Room, I have 4 moves, but only 2 usable ones: Draco Meteor and Sludge Wave. I can't hit Draco, because if I hit Draco, then my special attack's going to get lowered by 2, and Trick Room's not going to matter. So I go ahead and knock out Weavile here. I take a lot of damage from the Ice Shard, which is really annoying. He goes into Donphan, and this scares me so much, because I know I am locked into Sludge Wave, and I cannot kill it in one hit. So I switch out, because I can't take an Earthquake. It's going to kill Dragalge, and I want to have it for later. So I go into Skarmory here. He goes for the Rapid Spin, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I could have stayed in. I could have killed Donphan with 2 Sludge Waves. It would have been dead and dealt with. But instead, I did this. He goes for the Rapid Spin. He makes the prediction. Good on him. So now he switches out, and this is really annoying. He goes into Primeape, and I go for the Roost because I want to be at full health for Victini coming in here, because I'm running counter on Skarmory. He goes for the Close Combat, but I did not hit counter. The reason I didn't hit counter here was because I thought getting rid of rocks was going to be more important. My team was getting worn down very quickly by the rocks, and I figured getting the rocks gone was priority number 1. I see the Defiant, and I mean, it's whatever. I figured, you know. But I had to do it. And now I can't use counter, I can't heal up, I can't really do anything because it's faster. I'm pretty sure that it was Scarfed or Banded or something. I'm not. I think it was Banded. Yeah, it was definitely Banded. So it knocks out Skarmory there. You know, it's going to happen. And I bring in Blaziken. Blaziken is Scarfed. I know it's going to outspeed. So I just go for the Brave Bird, and I take it out. Brave Bird was the best move because there was only 1 or 2 things on his team that could take a Brave Bird, and even them, they didn't take it too well. So Brave Bird was just the best move to be locked into at the moment. He goes into Heliolisk here, and goes for the Surf. I had thought it might be Scarfed earlier in the match because it went for Thunderbolt twice on Sableye, and it did not go for Volt Switch once, but I thought maybe I should go for the Brave Bird and just try to get some damage off. Maybe it was Specs instead of Scarf, but it turned out to be Scarfed. So Dragalge goes in. I know that Heliolisk can't do anything. I know that it's Scarfed at that point. So I go for the Draco because I know Draco's going to kill anything that comes out. And I figured he was either going to switch, or he was just going to stay in and let Helio die. And either way, going for the Draco was the best play. I go ahead and take out Donphan there, which is really nice. He brings Heliolisk back in, and I'm thinking, oh god, I don't have very many options here. I live. He gets a crit, but I lived, and I go for the Draco. So the crit really didn't matter there. And the Draco is not going to be enough to take it out because we're at -2 special attack. But Dragalge can't come in on anything else anymore except for Venusaur. So I knew that it was going to go down here. At this point, it's me trying to preserve differential. So these last couple moves was me just trying to get as many pokes gone as possible. He goes for the Thunderbolt. I knew it wasn't going to kill. And then I can go for a Thunderbolt of my own and knock it out. I really thought he was going to go into Venusaur there and just completely block me out and get a 3-0 on me. But he lets Heliolisk go down there. Probably thought it was the safer move just in case I had something else. But he just goes into Venusaur here and he's going to, you know, get a Giga Drain off and kill me. Now, I don't think I played particularly bad this match, but I think me not having been a super active part of the team building really hurt me. There was a lot of tricky sets that Versace set up, and big shout out to him. Thank you so much, man, for doing all that for me. It was a lot of work. He took initiative on it, and I really just did not have very much time this week due to my classes. And I was actually worried about this battle here because I realized I had a 5-page paper I had to write. But anyways, it all worked out, and Kyle's going to go ahead and pull off his first win in the P4G. So congrats to Kyle. He gets a 2-0 victory. So Venusaur and Victini were alive at the end there. I think the biggest misplay of the match was going out when Donphan came in. I think I probably should have stayed in with Dragalge, hit Sludge Wave, and done some damage to it. He would have hit Rapid Spin, and then I could have hit Sludge Wave again and killed him. I believe Trick Room ended the turn afterwards, so we would have been able to kill Donphan. That would have been really nice, because Donphan was just a big problem for Dragalge. If we got rid of that, we could have come in again on Heliolisk later, or Venusaur later, and fired off a Draco. But the thing was, I was very worried he was going to go for Earthquake. If I couldn't have not done that, you know. I got scared there, and I think I broke the plan a bit by coming out when Donphan came in. But it's the way of the game. It's how it goes. So good game, Kyle. Good game, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Sorry it was not live commentary, but like I said, my live commentary was just terrible this week. I'll be back next week with the team builder. I don't know who we're playing. Let me look that up real quick, because I want to say that it's Sleepy Jirachi, but I'm not 100% sure. No, Sleepy Jirachi's week 10. Don't listen to me, guys. Listen to what I'm going to say in just 1 second. Once I pull up my page here and figure it out for you guys. So next week we play the Rhosia Dexters. So Facking Charmander is who we play next. So that could be another tough battle here. Our schedule does not get easier as the season goes on. We got the Rhosia Dexters. We got the Munchlaxter United. Wow, my mouth not working. Then we got New Jersey Jirachis, the Los Angeles Landers, the New York Lynx, and the Maryland Torterrapins. So we get gradually more and more difficult as the season continues. And that's worrying me, because we are now 4-2. We have a pretty good record. I think we are first in the division, I believe. I believe Joe is one less win behind us. So we're doing very good in that sense. I'd like to be doing better, though. The second half of the season is going to get really difficult really quickly, and so I'm going to need to start pulling off some wins next week. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back next week. Until then, peace out.